didn't plan anything for our hair year, but that's okay. Hassle. Thanks for 7 months, Hassan. XD. Chat, hassle. Hassle. Hold on. Yum. 6 months of being a filthy demon rat. Lol. Thanks for everything, chat has.
What's going on, everybody?
Pogo.
I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny No. I'm not going to start the day with a lie. I am coming to you live from rainy and 50-degree weather, California, Los Angeles. And boys, girls, and MBs, I'm going to tell you something. I'm late because of that, okay? Because I am such a little bitch, okay? I am a little baby. I'm a little bitch. Call it. I'll call it like it is. Because, oh my God. Last night I stayed late so that I could finish off the role play because I have respect for other content creators and I wanted to, be a part of the thing that they were trying to create, and I thought it was wonderful. Even though I was going to go to bed early, I had made plans that I was going to wake up early, go to the gym, you know what I mean? Do leg day. It's been 2 days since I haven't gone to the gym, and I'm like excited to go to the gym, you know what I mean? Like, I thought, this is great. I'm feeling refreshed. I was gonna feel refreshed and I was gonna be happy and do all of that, and guess what? That's not what happened. That is not what happened. That was not. I think I flexed a little too hard. I think I unfortunately flexed way too hard, if we're being honest.
And you definitely got us through the
I
whole
thought
last year. I appreciate you big time, homie.
I thought that sunny days were going to continue. I thought sunny days were going to continue in Los Angeles. I flexed a little too fucking hard and talked about how, it's 70 degrees out here. Like, suck one. Hey, fuck you, Texas. Imagine, losing all your power because. Imagine losing all your power because the weather dipped below 32, and here I am. Repeating once again the same Turkish saying that I have talked about in the past on this broadcast. Mart kapıdan baktırır, kazma kürek yaktırır. Okay, the month of March will make you stare outside of the door, outside of the doorway, and it will make you burn your pickaxes and your shovels. Okay?
Hassle.
Now, the reason why I can't go to the gym when it's fucking 50 degrees and rainy, for those of you who think I'm a wide people pussy for not being able to go to the gym, well, it's a little bit harder to go to the fucking gym when it's not only 50 degrees, but also raining, because I go to an outdoor gym. I work out in an outdoor gym. So when it rains, the gym closes. Okay, guys? So it's not like it's yes, I'm a coward overall. Yes, absolutely. I think I have a hard time. I have a hard time working out even when it's like 50 degrees because it just like is annoying. I don't want to do that. But also at the same time, when it rains, because the gym is outdoors, they close the gym. You can't work out when it's raining underwater. Anyway, I feel terrible. I want to quickly state once again that it is Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021. Happy Women X's Month. Women Month. Third day in. And in honor of Wimixon month, I will be talking about
Hold on.
Andrew Cuomo finally. It's a story that I keep forgetting to cover. It's like a big story. Sexual assault, sexual harassment, or not sexual assault, sorry. Sexual harassment of the workplace of people that Cuomo was around. He apologized today. Well, it wasn't really an apology. He did something. He did something that ties this back to even Umberto Antonio Donna Pecorino, my alter ego, as you know, and even Grand Theft Auto Roleplay, and that was
he said IT,
saying that he may have sexually harassed people because of his Italian heritage. Colgabi, Hasanabi. Yeah. So that was rather unique. Is it Fredophobia? No, I'm just kidding. All right. We watched the John Oliver video yesterday, so you missed it, but I'm surprised that you haven't seen it on any of the clip accounts. Honestly, could you not, with the Italian connection between Italians and sexual assaults, just crossing the line? No, I'm going to make fun of him for trying to allude to the fact that, like, he was being handsy like his father was in the old country. Because that's literally what he said. Like, all jokes aside about, like, Mamma Mia Italiaphobia and shit, but, like, obviously, it's no fucking excuse. And the fact that he thought that that would be a relatively decent defense is insane. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand that I'm criticizing the person?
Was like a week ago. WTF? Lit fam.
Oh, Daily Dose of Hasanabi says John Oliver strikes the videos. Oh, never mind.
Has Hishmoon 2 E3.
Are we seriously getting smaller checks now? What the fuck are the Dems doing? No. Well, maybe. Depends. So that's what we're going to talk about. As far as like personal news goes, that's where I'm at. PO box this weekend. I sent you gifts. Yeah, we'll look at the PO box this weekend. You need to start today by talking about your boy Cawthorn Door. He's a huge creep. Yeah, I'm not entirely familiar with what's going on with him, but we can take a look at that as well. But today we are going to talk about Andrew Cuomo. We are going to talk about the Democratic Party and the actions that they're taking, no matter how idiotic those actions are in regards to completely abandoning the $15 minimum wage and moving away from that on the budget reconciliation. The fact that they are also lowering for God knows who. I guess I don't know who they're like really. I don't know who they're arguing against. Like, I don't know if it's like fucking Joe Manchin or something. You know what I mean? But
much love to my favorite.
They are
16 months. Holy shit.
They are changing the boundaries of who or changing the cap of who will get aid, limiting it from $75,000 to $80,000. There's a much steeper decline. So that's what we're going to try to figure out.
I know STF you on flexing when folks talk about weather.
Why did you diss the term Wimixon yesterday instead of promoting women's channels that you like and not talk about terms that literally don't have anything to do with you and coding you don't try to care to understand? That was not cute and I think you should apologize. No.
Soda pop and quid RP.
Hey, you still trans misogynistic today? Smile.
Soda pop and quid RP. RP frogs.
What?
Soda
I can't tell if this is bait or like someone who's just fucking just out of their minds or something. I don't know what's going on.
Frogs.
No more RP would be sad. Good day, Hassan. We love you. I can't. I'm not gonna get mad at them because no, I'm not gonna ban them because they're RP frog and they like RP. So yeah, no, yes.
2 months, bro.
Yes, you are right. I was being transmisogynistic. I apologize. And I will be promoting the Wimixon channels that I appreciate.
9 months, Pog.
You know, that's the RP shield, dude. That's it. That's literally RP shield, baby. Hey, you're there during roleplay hours, sitting in through the entirety of roleplay, especially like late. See, look, this is a late RP frog too. Look at that. At 10. Lang told you there's one tunnel. You see that? That's a late RP friend. There's no way I'm shitting on them, okay? Like, they stay through. They're not one of the early friends who just literally turns around and goes, yeah, no, fuck you. Fuck you, you're doing RP, like, I'm leaving or whatever. Actually, there's not that many people anyway, but they're one of the OG, like, they stay through the entire thing. You should stop screaming. You remind me of my abusive father. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'll go 3 months.
Anyway, we'll just move away from whatever the fuck's going on there. I'm just not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole, okay? That's... All right. Shits on his viewers every day. I love my viewers. Shut the fuck up. I just defended someone. What's with this RP frog privilege? Well, not just RP, but just gaming. Gamer frogs always get privilege. You know this.
Harasagene.
I get into your stream this one time, and now I'm getting TikTok and Instagram posts about you for the past 3 days. Oh, damn. Anyway, oh, look at that popcorn boy with the fucking with the React playlist. Boys, the boys, girls, and NBs. Okay, the MBs. Everyone's been eating lately. All right, everyone's been eating lately. Like, I'm trying to balance it out a little bit further. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did some fucking reacts yesterday. I did some politics yesterday. I mean, the only people who are not eating right now are the fucking OK Buddy frogs. And I checked OK Buddy yesterday, and there hasn't been a lot of new posts in there, I guess, that have been approved. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. Even the drama frogs ate, and I hate the drama frogs. Like, if there's one group of individuals that I thought I starved out from this community, it was the debate lords and the drama frogs. And yet, even they were chomping. You know what I mean? They were chomping. People won't post on it because you don't look at it. First of all, I literally look at OK Buddy regardless. I look at it outside of stream. The problem, however, is that like,
hi Hussein.
I sometimes feel like if you don't post when I'm not looking at it, then people are less likely, like, it's like less healthy for the subreddit. You know what I mean? Like, the community cultivated on it, regardless of whether I look at it or not, is what's gonna keep it going.
Up here in Canada, March is the best month.
What's the point of looking at OK Buddy off stream? Wait, what do you mean? What? I'm so confused by this take. Like, I love OK Buddy. It's fucking hilarious shit. And if I stay away from it for a long time, I just look at it on my own. You hate on debate lords because you think you suck, but you can debate, dude. It's in your second language. Fuck those hoes. No. I think it's cringe. I do. I think it's very cringe. And not poggers. I think it's very weird, champ. I think,
People hate sexy chatters.
I think debating on the internet is intellectual WWE or pseudo-intellectual WWE always. And I'll engage in it because it's entertaining, but from time to time. But that's it. I'm doing it for fucking entertainment, clout purposes. Sometimes there's an educational component associated with it, but not usually.
11 months. Wow. This is the longest relationship I've ever had, parasocial or otherwise. Love you, Hash.
Are they eliminating dependents when they leave again? I need to pay for housing when we go back to campus in the fall.
Hassle.
Is one of your lights out? Your cam seems darker than usual. Okay, don't start with me, okay? The cam seems darker than usual because it's fucking dark outside, all right? That's why. It sucks.
Hassle.
It's fucking raining in LA, which I usually love, honestly. I do usually love rain, but right now...
Guys, is the lens dirty?
Has right, has buff, has left.
This is Buddha, by the way. For those of you who don't know, this is what Buddha looks like.
Has left.
Which is pretty funny if you've never met him. Like, I didn't know his Lang character. I only knew him as, like, Buddha in real life before I met the Lang character. So I find it, it's really funny to see people recognize that this is what fucking Buddha looks like in real life.
I think the lens is dirty.
Like how this
You know, he's drippy as fuck. And he's very good looking. He's dope.
In the light, drenched in fucking butter and garlic, baby.
R.I.P. Moon Moon's cat Eddie. Remember Twitch's best.
He's the man.
To E Hassle.
Guys,
Shots fired at Hassan. What is he? Oh, no.
Finally.
Anything Will says is correct, okay? Will has every right to talk shit at me, on me, all day, every day.
Bitch, what do you mean? That took me like 2 seconds to figure out.
Yeah, no. Well, oh, wait. Oh, he's talking about, like, video game puzzles. All right, never mind. Fuck him. No, I was going to say, like, I mean, Will and I, we hung out on Sunday. I miss him a lot. Like, we haven't hung out at all recently. And I am the only reason why the fucking, the new podcast is being held up. So I thought he was going to talk shit about that.
Dude, chat wants people to be bad at video games so badly. I'm sorry, you're not watching Hassan. I'm actually pretty good at games.
Okay, fuck you, Will. You fucking piece of shit, dude. Fuck you. It is true though. He is right. Like that chat does want everyone to be bad at video games.
Fuck up he frogs. 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 Fuck up.
Fucker pee frogs, dude. What the fuck? What the hell is a pea frog? A fucker pea frog? It's very weird. I think all frogs are great. So yeah, fuck you. Anyway. Don's favorite rapper, what is this?
Glory to the cock. Hamburger Betty's.
Hamburger patties.
Who is Donnie's favorite musician? Post Marone. Glory.
Doesn't matter if chat wants you to be bad or not. You never disappoint us. What's the quickest TTS turn off? I think that was a record. No. I turn it on and off all the time. Sometimes it gets really fucking annoying. Anyway. Cute gel today? I don't have gel. I just took a shower. That's why my hair looks the way it does. I don't gel my hair.
Pogo.
Like, I think the last time I put gel in my... Oh, well, that's not true. I used to put, like, pomade and stuff sometimes. Like, I've gone through different phases, like, every now and then. But I don't really use any... I don't use anything. And my recommendation for you is once you figure out what the perfect haircut is for your hair, always just... I don't know, just fucking don't wash it with shampoo so frequently as you normally do. Minoxidil gives texture, probably. But yeah, no, I showered. Okay, guys, we're not gonna look at like the different clips right now. We're gonna get into the politics. So I'm just gonna tweet out that I'm live. We can welcome the fucking Normans into our home. Okay, here it is. All right.
Hello to all the gays only hassle.
Is this a gays only event? Daycare is open. Everyone's eating good today. Even the React frogs.
7 months of owning the libs.
We're talking vaccine efforts. Cuomo's Italian roots. And more. Get in now. www.twitch.tv/
Hi.
Hasanabi. Oh, one thing that got my attention actually earlier today when I was dicking around on the internet.
I've seen the topic of racist neo-Nazis and Norse runes come up, and I've seen a lot of anti-pagan sentiment in the chat recently saying anybody who uses runes are Nazis and shit, which is absolutely not true. Can you please address this?
What?
Love you, Hassie.
Can you please address what?
May die.
What did he say? What did they say? I didn't even see it. It's not showing up on my thing.
Will you watch the SpaceX test likely fail for the space frogs? Your Mars coverage was mid at best.
I've seen the topic of racist neo-Nazis and Norse runes come up, and I've seen a lot of anti-pagan sentiment in the chat recently saying anybody who uses runes are Nazis and shit, which is absolutely not true. Can you please address this? What? I mean, I literally have a fucking rune ring on my finger currently, so yes, I don't think that anyone who has fucking runes and I have a literal God of War replica axe behind me that has Nordic runes on it. It's just completely contextual. Symbolism and context is context is really important when we're looking at symbols and shit like that. So chill out, okay?
Months, I guess, in your BFF now.
Chill out, you fucking pagan heretic. I will stone you. If I find you, I stone you. If not, Allah will show you you are wrong in your ways. Praja and People Babas in the chat for our fallen pagan friends.
I don't know why people say Papella D made you when me and all my homies discovered you from the Austin Battle Royale.
3 air runes, 1 fire rune, 1 law rune teleports you to Verrock. Get it ready to yell at moderate Dems for income capping even lower. As is the case with every fucking conversation that revolves around Democrats, it's not as bad as it could have been, but it's still bad. And the question you should always ask is, who is this for, really? I mean, seriously, who in the absolute fucking shit is this for? Like, because this is a political calculation, right? Like, you're always going back and forth politically, trying to figure out, like, if you can pass a bill or not, right? And currently, the only person, the only 2 people that are holding up the bill in its entirety are not the Republicans. We don't need them. The Republicans are not going to vote for this anyway. Chuck Schumer even has talked about how we are not going to repeat the mistakes of 2009, right? So is it for Cinema and Mansion? Is that what we're doing? Is Cinema and Mansion saying like we need to limit it? I'm always so confused by these sorts of actions. It feels like Democrats engage in self-flagellation for kinks. It's got to be a kink. Like, no one is whipping us right now because we unfortunately have lucked into like having a modicum of power. So what we should do is just like fucking hurt ourselves because we're being big bad boys today. Okay? We're being bad today. And fuck, when I'm fucking being bad,
my name is
I need to
thank you for welcoming
punish myself. Like that's what I feel like they're doing from a very ridiculous political point of view. I just don't understand why the fuck you would do this. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's literally just a $12 billion savings, by the way. And as a consequence of that, yeah, whoever posted this, I don't know where you got the information from, but this is correct. It's a $12 billion savings, which is a tiny fraction of the entire $1.9 trillion package. But, of course, as a consequence of that, 12 million less adults and 5 million less children will qualify for the help. So there are an endless sea of changes that you can engage in, right? There's a bunch of different things that you can do. I don't know why this would be the reason. Just means tested on the back end. I find it very strange. Just means tested on the back end. If you want to means test it so bad, means tested on the taxing side. Okay? It makes no fucking sense. Because there's always going to be winners and losers in any sort of policy, right? So you have to choose who the winners are and who the losers are. It's like $15 minimum wage. There are going to be some losers. Some small businesses who do not deserve to get shut down or whatever might actually find themselves in a troublesome situation, right? Financially. There's always going to be winners and losers. That's just the fucking reality. I'm not saying that it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying that is the reality. So who are you doing this compromise for? That's what you need to ask yourself. Why are you doing this compromise? And the reality is, all the savings are marginal. The savings are minimal. The consequences of it are going to push the narrative to so many people that you're pathetic and you're not good at what you're doing, and maybe even make it seem like Donald Trump gave more money to more Americans than Joe Biden did. So it makes no sense whatsoever to me. It makes no sense whatsoever to me. Here, we'll watch the fucking spaceship flight test, and then after that, we'll get back to it. Here, breaking news.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are waiting on the NASA Starship SN10 test flight. T-minus 18 seconds, 15 seconds until blast off. One giant space cock ripping through the atmosphere. And blast off is a go, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Abort the mission. Abort the mission. Starship SN10 test flight is now on hold. Press F in the chat for respects and to restart.
My cat of 19 years passed away today.
Here, this isn't the like, oh, try to get another 15 minutes. That is a depress vent right there. That big, long, prolonged high-pressure vent. They're depressurizing those tanks, and that something I'm gonna say something on the rocket decided it was not happy.
Doss, hang on one second for me. They were saying on the live SpaceX feed that it was an out-of-bounds thrust on a Raptor at startup, and given where they are in the window, they expect that this is that we are done for the day, but that is not officially confirmed yet, but that's what John Innsbrucker believes.
Revolution
okay, let's see what exactly happens here. But Chris relaying some official information there about an off-nominal situation with the Raptor, and that is definitely a long depress. That's not just like, oh, stop for a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can see the Tesla stocks dropping alongside SpaceX. As we speak, we're getting
Profound
information, on-the-ground information that the Tesla stocks are dropping. Diamond Hands, we're going to the moon. Just kidding, we're staying in Boca Chica, Texas. Unfortunately, the launch was aborted due to an issue at engine startup. Okay, I'm done.
All right. It fucking, it broke. LMAO, I just started the stream and thought this was an actual announcer guy. What's more disappointing, this rocket launch or the Dems? Yeah. Let's go back to the fucking disappointment that the Democratic Party is.
Thanks for the politics and games, Mang.
Yeah, speaking of flaccid cocks that can't accomplish the task, the Democratic Party. So now there's a Biden Senate compromise on curtailing stimulus payments that result in 12 million fewer adults and 5 million, give or take, fewer children receiving benefit. Per the Institute of Taxation and Economic Policy analysis, 280 million overall are still going to be eligible for payment.
Years of entertainment, buddy.
Progressive blowback has already started. AOC had a good line on this. She said, and we are in agreement, surprise, surprise, I don't understand the political or economic wisdom in allowing Trump to give more people relief checks than a Democratic administration. People went far too long without relief last year. If anything, we should be more generous, not more stingy. It's also an insensitive compromise for the roughly 80% of Americans that live in urban areas, which are known for higher costs of living. Small update here. Limiting the benefits will result in roughly $12 billion in savings, which is literally nothing. Okay? That's the other part. It's not like you're saving $100 billion. It's not like you're saving, like you're not even shaving off of the 1.9. You know what I mean? The 12 billion, 1.9 trillion is so large that you can't even shave it from 1.9 trillion to 1.8. So if you're not doing that, then there is no political motivation for this. The only reason why you would do this is because you want to look like you care about austerity, okay, legitimately. And the people that you are supposed to be compromising with on this matter are what? Republicans across the aisle? They're not voting on it anyway. So it doesn't make any sense because you're not going to win any fucking brownie points, right? You're not winning any brownie points with anyone whatsoever. And it's not even good optics. So therein is the exact way that Democrats operate. Do you understand?
And making me laugh.
Yeah, 1.9 trillion minus 12 billion, 1.9 trillion LMAO. I mean, you know what I mean. Like, because 1.9 trillion is such a large number that, like, shaving 12 billion off of it is literally not changing that number. If you were going from 1.9 trillion, give or take, to 1.8 trillion, it would be a little bit more, it would make a little bit more sense. Even then, it's kind of stupid.
I love you, my parasocial pal hassle. People think him well-spoken because of the knowledge you've passed.
So, here is the thing. Here is the thing. Yeah, it's literally 0.63%. The problem here is, like, you're saying we're compromising with Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema, but the reality is, and I'm not going to shit on you too hard for immediately rushing to defend the Democratic Party like you literally work for the DNC or something without showing me pay stubs, because I'm just going to assume that you're new, okay? That is the most charitable interpretation I can give to your takes, that you legitimately think that, like, Joe Manchin holds an ideological position or something, or you legitimately think that this is good for Joe Manchin. The only reason why Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema operate this way is because they want to look like political independents. You understand? They want to look like the Mavericks. They want to look like more moderate, more conservatives within the ranks of the Democratic Party. It's political posturing exclusively so you can win brownie points with an ideological base that does not exist. The West Virginian people aren't like, oh, thank God Joe Manchin was able to shave $12 billion off of a $1.9 trillion stimulus package. You do not know a single fucking person in Arizona who's literally like, oh my God, I was really, really, really worried. It's their personal branding exercise. And the irony is their personal brand is esoteric to begin with. It's not exactly a distinguishable, it's not exactly like a distinguished, well-defined ideological position that they hold. It's literally, I'm going to say no to this and I'm going to say yes to that with hopes that like people think I'm a wild card and make it seem as though I love austerity. It's even worse than you are describing. If you look at the income level hit by this, Dems are literally self-owning themselves by targeting threshold right at the group of voters in the suburbs. Exactly. That was the last point I was going to get to. Democrats are self-cucking in a remarkable capacity. Like, if Democrats were as good at doing anything like passing legislation that they claim to care about as they are at fucking themselves over regularly, like shooting themselves directly in the foot, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. We would have communism in this country. Okay. Like they are literally with a fucking surgical, with a surgical mask and surgical precision, removing certain income blocks that literally voted for them and helped them cross the finish line in certain key states, including Georgia, by targeting people that are in the fucking margins. Okay? The 80 to 100,000 barrier. It is remarkable because that hurts urban voters the most, as AOC also pointed out. Because if you are living in a city, right? If you're living in a city and you're in the 80 to 100,000 margin, you might make more money or you might have made less money since 2019 because this is what the income is going to be adjusted to. You are literally hurting people that live in cities that are having a hard go at it. You are not even fucking hurting people in like Alabama, which you shouldn't anyway. So it is truly remarkable that we are in this situation right now, because even if you were to defend the Democratic Party and say, oh man, like, well, we got to make sure that the caucuses are intact, or we got to make sure that these guys are voting for the right bills, whatever, you have to recognize that you are literally hurting the Democratic Party's chances of winning in the midterms. Okay? Do you understand? Like, if the only thing you care about, if you're like, fuck the poor, fuck people making between like $80,000 to $100,000 that live in cities, like, if you don't care about any of that because you're a liberal and you're a fucking idiot and all you care about is like the Democratic Party, your team winning or whatever, because politics is literally built in a way that favors you no matter what the outcomes are, even though it's slowly fucking killing you and all of those who you love and eliminating any chance that America could ever be like a great nation and a leader in the world. You know, aside from all of that, in your short-term life, in your day-to-day operations, it doesn't matter who's really the president, aside from like how Orange Man made you feel bad sometimes. Even in that circumstance, if you only care about liberals winning because you look at politics as sport and your team is going to win, you are advocating for your team to lose. This makes it seem as though Donald Trump has been able to successfully give more money to the American population, to a larger percentage of the American population, and more money to the American population in a faster way than the Democrats. Now, there are obviously legitimate reasons for that, because Democrats are not going to fucking oppose giving more money to the people. So when the Republicans suddenly decide to care about giving money to the poor because it makes sense, they want austerity and the working class to be depressed and downtrodden because they're so scared of progressive platforming and for it to actually like leftists in the midterm. If they lose against Republicans, they win because that means Dems do not have to push further left. But that's not what's happening. Democrats have been losing over and over again, and the more Democrats lose, the more progressives win. So even in that scenario, they're short-sighted. Chatter's making 100K saying they poor in your chat, lol. I mean, if you made $80,000 in 2019, who knows what your fucking income level is now? You know what I mean?
It's been a fun 3 months.
And if you made $80,000 in San Francisco, you're not fucking caked up, my friend. I'm sorry. Even if you made $80,000 in LA. Again, I'm not saying that this is actually hurting the working poor in general.
Smile check.
Hey, I made $80,000 2 years ago. I should be fine. I don't have a job anymore, and my unemployment is like barely covering everything. I mean, this amount of money doesn't even fucking cover anything.
5 months with my streamer Saj.
Actively losing to have used a 4 majority in the Senate as a scapegoat when 2024 rolls around and they haven't been able to do shit. 100K is SF is starting to be comfortable. Thank God the rent has fallen. Make about 80K in PA and I don't feel rich after all my bills and student loans. Do you think that the social democracy is possible in America next? No. The reason this is happening is because there are not even 6 House Dems willing to draw a line in the sand and say they will vote against the bill unless it includes specific things. Manchin has the power because he's using his power. Others are not. I mean, if Joe Manchin has the power, you have to remember that, like, Bernie Sanders has the fucking power, too. Like, the job loss in being based on last year's tax return or year before is another reason millions of people in that 12 million people that have been cut off are now out of work. Exactly. And all of this makes this process that we are currently going through a long and arduous one, unnecessarily complicated. That will then turn into more political capital being expended. Okay? And that's not good. I have been talking about this for a very long time now. Talking about the mistakes of 2009 since fucking day one of Biden's admin. I've been saying, we cannot repeat 2009. We cannot repeat 2009. We cannot repeat 2009. The ACA mistakes cannot be repeated. And we are literally there right now. We're doing it for no reason. Anyway, Anne. 1 second. Thank you. Sorry. You look great in that jacket. You look great in that jacket. Yup, 2 years ago I was making less than 100K in San Francisco. I had to live with housemates. Only recently going over 100K. I can afford to live on my own and will after a while, partly because rent is also falling. Yeah, San Francisco rent is like falling. Do you think Bernie has a chance of being president in 2024? No. I'm just like, cross my fingers that he's alive in 2024 and continues to be alive. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about? He's old as shit. Let it go, guys. It's not happening. All right, come on. He was old as fuck in 2016, and even fucking older. This last cycle, he is gonna be way too fucking old.
Arjan, Pogo.
Here's how Bernie can still win. So under the plan passed by the House, individuals earning up to $75,000 per year and couples making up to $150,000 per year would qualify for the full $1,400 stimulus payment. The size of the payments then begins to scale down before zeroing out for individuals making $100,000 and couples making $200,000, right? Biden and the Senate Democratic leadership changed the agreement and turned it into individuals earning $75,000 per year and couples earning $150,000. But having it disappear for individuals earning more than $80,000 and couples earning more than $160,000. So they made the decline more narrow. It used to be from 75 to 100. Now it's 75 to 80.
Keck White.
Okay. What are your thoughts on artificial intelligence being the next president? Okay, guys, stop. So that's why it's really fucking idiotic. Because they made it even more narrow, but a marginal difference like that is a tiny difference. A marginal difference like that is tiny. My mom is wearing my my rain jacket that you guys have seen me wear before, the orange one. That is a tiny difference. That's a marginal difference in the grand scheme of things for a $1.9 trillion package, so it's not like impactful. on any front, but it makes a huge difference for 12 million people. It's based off of 2019 unless you filed your 2020 taxes, I believe. But I don't know who the fuck's going to file their 2020 taxes. Like, there's a very limited window to file them. Like, for example, I've started the process with my accountants to file my 2020 taxes, and I'm still haven't been able to successfully file them yet, like, and complete them.
At Hasanabi, if I gave you $15,000, would you use it to buy and learn how to play the tuba?
What? $15,000 did you buy and learn how to play the tuba? No.
They told the women, for Christ's sake. Smiley face.
W2 taxes are way easier. Your taxes are hard. Yeah, exactly. I have 1099s now, so I fill out 1099s. Which is, of course, silly because why am I even fucking paying taxes, guys?
Yell at me in messing with you.
Yeah, why am I even paying taxes is the real question I should be asking myself, that you should be asking yourself as well. I mean, Donald Trump, right?
Will you go to
why?
Me?
What are you stupid? You're paying taxes, idiot. Imagine paying taxes wouldn't be me. I do tax evasion because I'm smart. I love how there's this huge fight over 1400 after delaying this for months while people actually starve and get evicted. Like, it's actually going to help at this point. We should have 5 checks by now. 100% agreement there. 100% agreement there.
Seven straight months of radicalization. Pog.
Also, remember that, like, you pay your taxes, and this money right now that we're having a conversation around is literally being paid from your taxes. So, like, this is like a tax credit, okay? They're having this conversation about fucking people between $80,000 to $100,000 not getting a tax credit. This conversation never exists when it comes to people making over $250,000 or $1 million fucking dollars when they are getting fucking massive tax breaks or massive fucking like they're getting gigantic tax cuts. And we already know that it has been helpful across the board. Part of the reason why our economic recovery was not as difficult as it should have been was because of the cash, the direct cash included in the original relief package. Over 20 years of working, I've almost paid $100,000 in tax. The least they could do is refund some in hard times. Yeah. No, I wish they called it a tax credit. No. That language is bullshit anyway. Nobody fucking gives a shit or cares about tax credits in that way. Okay? No, just say no. Saying we're giving you straight cash, homie, is the best thing you can do for the average American. Tax credits are like neoliberal language. It's really stupid overall. So I don't have a problem with them saying that this is a stimmy or $1,200 or $1,400. Straight cash.
Yo,
did something happen to your light setting? No, nothing happened to my light setting. One, I'm wearing yellow. Okay, so that's one reason why like the white balance is off. And two, it's very cloudy because it's raining in Los Angeles. And usually I benefit tremendously from having sunshine come in through the window when I'm streaming.